Welcome to the magical moment of my show. Wanna know about those crazy thoughts in my head? But Alex risked going to the morgue, confident in his drug, claiming a cure-all. He zipped to the morgue on his motorcycle, and the good news is there was no evil plot waiting for him. However, the bad news was that his wife's body had mysteriously vanished. Officer Old Q began to fill him in on the details. Turns out, just a little while ago, a guard at the morgue suddenly bolted out like he'd seen a ghost. Well, not long after, he got hit by a speeding car. Talk about an action scene. The cops quickly sealed off the scene and started investigating. It didn't take long for them to discover a female corpse was missing from the morgue. Through the clues, they found that this body belonged to Alex's wife, who had just recently passed away. The police checked the surveillance footage, only to find all the other lines were cut. Only the hallway camera was still running. But the footage only showed the guard bolting out in a panic, no other clues in sight. At first, there was suspicion it was organ thieves who stole the body, but usually, they don't just take one. So the police quickly ruled that out. Then someone speculated it was stolen by someone with a grudge. But how much hate do you need to pulling that off in a morgue? Old Q decided to talk to the family of the deceased first. Alex stated that his wife had no quarrels with anyone. Old Q, acting like a detective, kept on pressing him with more questions. Soon, the female coroner arrived, and Old Q paused the interrogation. Perfect moment for Alex to call Carla. Subtitles: Alex, being unable to leave, swiftly dialed Carla's number, asking her to go check on the guard at the hospital. It's clear that Alex wasn't buying the cop's story. He wanted to verify everything, which is why he got Carla to check. Meanwhile, the coroner had new info for Old Q. The initial report stated cardiac arrest, but extreme stress could also cause that. As long as an autopsy hasn't been conducted, anything is still possible. Observing silent Alex, Old Q sensed something was not quite right. Per quarter E ESO plus or minus IQ to I mod A tilde symbol 32B0 YQ to Chinese letter RX. A letter 3 4th on IMAP Hangul Tivrin IMAP Cyrillic letter 475 a paragraph O circumflex IQ to Arabic letter 6B8 Armenian vo tilde Chesh letter 225 micro Eth times Ozaro. I mean, Old Q tears up every time he thinks of his late wife, while this guy's acting like a statue. Looks like there's a hidden secret here. Suddenly, the morgue's power system started to fail. The officer told Alex to stay put until further notice, but then he heard a loud bang behind him. It scared the pants off him. The subtitles: the sound originated from the morgue, and Alex quietly snuck over to find out. The price? He found a weird box on his wife's morgue drawer. Curiosity got the better of him. He opened it up and found his wife's belongings inside, like the police were sorting through a flea market. But wait, one of the bags was empty, sending a shockwave through him. And the neighbor drawer was also open. He was about to check it out when he saw something surprising. It was actually the poison he used to murder his wife. Suddenly, panic struck. Before he could think, the power came back on and the cops walked in. Subtitles: in the end, Old Q seized him firmly and took out the poison. Right at the moment when the two were engaged in a heated argument, Carla's phone call suddenly came in. The cops started suspecting his odd behavior and said he had to cooperate until they found his wife's body. Alex had no choice but to fake a bathroom break as an excuse to call Carla again. Carla was at the hospital, and the hit guard was still in a coma. No lies from the cops. But Alex didn't care about that anymore. In his mind, he thought if it was a trap, he could handle it. With the poison showing up, he was losing his cool because it meant his wife's murder might just have come to light. This was between him and Carla. No one else knew. Had he accidentally left the poison at the morgue? "I've spoken with you, Carla." Who else? I'm not an idiot. He thought, what do? I need a plan. How would I know? All these twisted scenarios confused Alex even more. He just wanted to figure out who hid the poison at the morgue. While the cops found the poison, it didn't rule out the possibility that his wife was definitely not dead. But if he wanted a reasonable explanation, it must mean his wife wasn't dead at all. However, Alex swiftly dismissed this speculation, for he was convinced that his self-developed poison would never fail. However, what happened next made him question everything. An envelope suddenly appeared at his window. He opened it to find an invitation from his wife to a dinner party with the date and address. What sent chills down his spine was the message in the back: "Close your eyes, and you're still with me." This was one of those sweet, floaty messages Carla sent him late at night. Did his wife know all along? Did his wife set this elaborate scheme for revenge? Just as he was deep in thought, outside, the cops urged him to hurry, and reluctantly, Alex tore up the invitation and threw it in the toilet.